Hey guys, Veebat here with another V-Place, and no, I'm not here to showcase me stomping on people at Tier 3. What I am here to showcase is flying with somebody that's still relatively new to the game. I'm flying with Ship Sinker, as you see here, and this is Broken Arm Salute. But Ship Sinker is still relatively new. He asks to fly with me every so often. He does not have voice comms yet. So he's also been asking me repeatedly, you know, can you show me the I-15? Because this thing, the I-15BIS DM, is one of those aircraft I believe was gifted to people playing in the alpha and stuff. So it's a weird little plane with some ramjets, and it has 4 light machine guns, and at Tier 3 that's pretty good. But I'm not the only one down here. Look at this. We've got 3 specialized aircraft, and I'm not saying all these guys are down here stomping on noobs, because we have a bunch of specialized aircraft as well, and some of those guys aren't necessarily great players. Oh, there's the lag. There's the lag. Come on, stabilize. Oh. But it's just so easy to specialize an aircraft at this tier. We are definitely getting some huge lag spikes here. Okay, let's see if we can get around on this guy. There we go. Looks like the ping has stabilized. Okay. Up, rudder over. Let's get around on this guy. Save our buddy. Nice. Now let's head for the mid. I definitely turned my rudder the wrong way. Always pay attention to what you're doing, V. So, yeah, again, my point is, who did I just kill? I essentially just took out 3 guys that were all specialized. I think they were all specialized there, but I'm kind of offsetting those negative odds a little bit, and that's what I'm hoping to accomplish here by giving my buddy a little bit of a chance. So he can get out of the Hawk 75 and get into the next aircraft in the tier. This guy's going up against this specialized I-5. We've got another specialized aircraft over here as well. We go ahead and hammer that boost cooler and use these ramjets to be able to get a little bit more speed. Can we catch this guy? There's the guns. Hopefully we can keep our buddy safe a little bit. Was he on our... No, he wasn't on our fellow. Our fellow was pretty far away at that point. Okay, these guys are gone. The heavy is right here. I see you, Doe. There we go. Knocked him out. Nice. Let's see if we can get over to Ship Sinker. I think he decided to go towards the other airfield, which is not a bad call. He just took out the Tush 2. That's a fun plane. I always like that one. It looks like we lost Sim Homer J. Oh, he's going up against the specialized guy. Can we get over there? We are running a pilot that has a few skill points. He's going to get him on the burn. Oh, no, somebody snagged it from him. I really hope he can get repaired here. Get some of that passive regen going. There's those 4 light machine guns are actually chewing up this heavy pretty easily. There we go. The Hawk 75 is going to be more of an altitude fighter, which is nice because it allows him to kind of get used to what he should be expecting later on in the tiers, and it is still just an introduction, so it retains quite a bit of the maneuverability that you would expect at these lower tiers. But there he is right there. He is in a mono wing, fixed landing gear. Oh... Ground attacker. Pretty beefy aircraft here. You don't hear the hit indicators, but they're definitely there. We're ruddering as well in order to get ourselves over. Let those guys have the kill. Again, I'm not here trying to steal any kills or get the wins or anything like that. Well, I am here to get the win from my buddy, but I'm not here to steal it from anybody else. Get him on fire. He's still pretty close. Got him. See if we can get back over to Ship Sinker over here. This is going to be a fairly quick match, but we expected that. Yeah, but it's... the lower tiers aren't necessarily just for new folks anymore. You do find a lot of people flying their premiums and stuff down here. And honestly, it's actually a really good way to get some of your crew experience knocked out. So if you're looking to get a crew that's got a few more skills, you can run them in these low tier premiums that you tend to get from your weekly crates anyways. And you can just throw a pilot in there with convert crew XP, run your doubles, and just have the same pilot jump through each aircraft. Maybe you're also running a booster as well. Here I am, I'm still stealing these kills. I gotta calm down a little bit. Ah, I even let off the trigger. Oh well. We'll throw up the good game there. Wasn't necessarily a good game for all parties, but hopefully we got Ship Sinker a little bit closer to getting into the Tier 4 aircraft, which I can't remember what that is. We'll go and check that out as well as soon as we get out of here to see what's after the Hawk 75M. I feel like it's the non-premium version of that 2PA. I'll have to check that out. We did get a few mechanical parts, that's good. Let's see what else we got. USA P36, that's what it is. Yep, P36. And this thing will get a 50 and... Hey guys, Veebat here with another V-Plays, and we are with Ship Sinker still, and we are flying another match. He's still trying to work through the Hawk 75M, and rather than taking an aircraft that's kind of overpowered like the I-15BIS, I am going to be taking out the F2A, which is another premium aircraft. It's going to be a version of the Brewster Buffalo, and if you're familiar with the Brewster Buffalo, you will know it has a very impressive kill ratio in that these guys were only able to shoot down 1-0 out of like what, the 100 that were killed. So it's impressive in the worst of ways. So the Brewster Buffalo, this one has 150 and 1 light machine gun in the nose, so it's a lot less damage overall, but the 50s are surprisingly decent, and for this tier it's actually considered more of an altitude fighter, but that means less at this tier. So I think I made a comment about in the I-15 battle about how the Hawk 75M is an altitude fighter, and it does kind of get you ready for that next step, but again, that's taking into account that there isn't much of an altitude fight to be had. So we did pick up this zone, and I think that's good, but what we really need to do is work on fighting over this mine, because as soon as they capture this zone, some are going to come over here, but a good portion are going to head this direction, and there's going to be a lot of ground attack aircraft we need to try and counter. Now, I'm not specialized in this aircraft, but I do have it set up with a bit of a balanced build, which will allow me to be able to have decent enough maneuverability. That guy's going to be the next priority. I'm really just highlighting him so that way this guy knows that he's coming, but it's too late. A5M is going to be able to outturn us all day, but we are going to have altitude advantage and speed advantage, so maybe we can catch him by surprise as we dive on him here before he gets that tush knocked out. As you see, we're getting a little bit of buffeting on the wings, and that's just fine. Oh! Rudder turn over. He's going after the ground attacker, I think. No, he's coming right at me. Didn't quite pick him up there, but we got some good damage in. Maybe we can straighten him out for our buddy. Get him, man, get him. Yes! That helps secure a little bit more. And now we're on to this guy right here. So we are now flying together, since we're flying in similar aircraft. And since we're both altitude fighters, that means that we can back each other up a little bit better than we could have originally. Ground attackers aren't nearly as tough as they are in later tiers, so we got a bit of an advantage here. We need to go after this guy in the XP31. We damaged that ground attacker, which is good. Let's burn through a little bit. He chasing us? He's not shooting my ground attacker now, is he? And we're actually gaining some distance. And go up towards the demon here. Come on, demon, what do you got? You're going for the ram? No. Okay. Let's come back around, go for the head-on with this I-31. He got my tail. That was pretty much a done deal. If I recall correctly, the 31 has some interesting gun configuration that makes it really powerful, so we'll have to keep an eye on that guy, but we were able to secure the mine, and I saw on the kill feed, looks like Ship Sinker killed the tush too, so maybe he helped pick it up. I try not to die in the zone in order to give us a bit of an advantage there, so hopefully we can keep it. Let's maintain defense of that zone. I'm letting Ship Sinker know that that's my intention. If we can maintain that zone, all things being equal, we should be able to keep one of these 2 garrisons as well. So we'll see how this goes. A5M got him. That's kind of foreseen. That ground attacker looks pretty beat up. Are we going to be able to maybe get him on a boom and zoom pass here? It looks like he's staying in the zone. Perfect. Let's do that. Got him. Next target. And we get a little bit of revenge on this guy. He's lost his engine. Got him. Nice. Nice bit of revenge. Oh, we rammed each other. It might have actually worked out pretty well for us. Let's see if we can turn around and get those guns on real quick. We took his engine, I think that was. That's what that noise was. We're able to maintain a little bit of distance from him. He's probably trying to get some passive regen going, so now it's going to be hunting these ground attackers a little bit. We already know we do have enough to be able to hit these guys pretty well at this tier. We got some good hits in. There's the Zero, is still trying to chase me. Bold move since we know we have the advantage in the head-on, so let's get those guns firing away. His best move would be to try to juke me in the head-ons, which he kind of did towards the end of his run, and then try to get back on my 6, which is what he's just done here. Oh, he's took my tail. Let's just get away best that we can. It's the tail gunner that's chewing us up now. Oh, he didn't need to do much after that. Oh well, we did what we could. Let's see if we can get back in there. Now, if we had voice comms, which we're still working on getting, then Ship Sinker, I could have called out for help and he could have went after that guy who's relatively low health. Or I could have just hit F7. Communication's important, and if you can maintain that, you can actually work really effectively as a team. Now, I'm actually not going to go over to that site. I'm going to leave it alone because at this point we pretty much have this in the bag and there's some closer targets, so I would like to ensure that we get the victory by making sure that we don't get air supremacy against us by taking out some of these lingering threats. This guy's going to be dead before I get a chance to lay guns on him. Maybe. Oh, stole it from the bot. Get out of here. I see you, Demon. That's game. Game's over. Let's go ahead and throw a GG up here. And you know what? This actually worked out better for us because as you see here, Ship Sinker got a much better score in this match than he did in the previous battle. So again, this is not to really highlight the capabilities of the aircraft or even me playing at this tier, like how well I did. I don't feel particularly good about playing at these tiers, but if I'm going to be playing at these tiers, I want to do it for a good cause, and that good cause is helping somebody out who's still new and trying to grind through these lower tiers. And if I can help Ship Sinker get through his aircraft and get his ×2 knocked off of these aircraft and be able to get that thing up to what'll be the P-36, then I'm helping him continue his enjoyment in the game and kind of like evade these guys that are running fairly seal clubby setups here. I mean, if they're both specialized, clearly they're not grinding anything at this point. So what are they doing? You know, like maybe they just like flying at these tiers because they're more fun. But with that said, oh, it looks like he's taken off. There we go. So it looks like he just took off on us, but again, he got a win and he was #1 on the team this time. In fact, he was #1 on both teams, and it was a nice way to kind of get that extra little oomph, and not flying an overpowered plane sometimes is better. Although it would have been nice to ensure that we could have secured the victory for him a little bit easier, but I don't know. For those of you guys who have this plane, you know what I'm talking about, though. It's just really lackluster. It has 70 damage per second is its overall output, but if you were to look at the I-15 we just flew, that gets 120 damage per second. So the Brewster Buffalo doing what he can over here. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, I'll check you guys on the next one.
Just like a soldier, I keep on moving